Hey YouTube, it's Tams, the Wicked Witch. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's 5-minute witchy tips in witchcraft on a budget videos that I've been doing. Today's is going to be full moon related because tomorrow, February the 9th, is of course the full moon. So we can do lots of things on the full moon and they don't need to cost an arm and a leg. And one of the things that you can start to do is to make your moon water. Some people like to put their water out to soak up the moon's rays just on the full moon, and some people like to do it for the whole cycle, so full moon to full moon, you know, and have it in the garden in all of the cycle. So that is actually what I do. I put my moon water out on a full moon, and then when the full moon comes round again, my moon water is ready and I will pour it into a container. So basically, last time I put my moon water out, actually, it had been out for almost the whole cycle, and one of my dogs decided to climb up on the side and drink it. But, you know, they're cute and make me laugh and naughty, so it was quite funny. But also I was quite disappointed. But luckily, my mum had got hers, so she gave me half of hers, so I had some to use. Yeah, and that was George, bless him, who we lost last year. George was a little sod. And he used to like getting on these videos as well, so I'd imagine he's here. So if you see any orbs flying about, that would be George getting in, because he loved getting in on a video. Arthur, one of my other dogs as well, has actually drunk the moon water as well before. So yeah, they've all had their noses in it. So I have to put it up high now. So you can get spring water and you can get a pinch of sea salt. We know how to bless salt because it's on here. Please look back through the playlist, you'll see about blessing salt. And you can have a sprinkle of that in if you wish, and you can sit it in a bowl on the side and it can gather up the moon's rays. So I say you can do the full moon, just the full moon if you wish, or you can do the whole cycle. So we have many things that we can do on a full moon. There's many spells, many rituals and things like that, but just a few ideas to throw at you for this full moon. One idea that I really like to do if I'm working in my grimoire, Book of Shadows, Magic Journal, whatever it is you call yours, I like to leave it open on the bit that I'm working on, and leave it in the window on my altar or on the side so that it can collect the moon's rays. Obviously it's February, so it's not like windows are open, it's not sunny, it's not warm, it's freezing, it's probably going to be raining and windy later, or so they've given out. So you can't really leave the window open like you could in the summer, but it's still collecting the energy through the window. So if you're doing a working in the book, it's collecting, it's helping power that up. So that's quite nice. Charging crystals and charging tools in the full moon. I know my mum does hers in the sun, and she does it in the full moon as well. She'll put her afame out and her wand and her crystals, and she'll have it all out on. She's really lucky. She's got like a lovely big veranda that looks out over Epping Forest, so she puts it all out on there and it collects, you know, whether it's the moon energy or the energy from the sun. So she does that. So you can charge crystals, charge your tools for working with, charge anything you like. Sit out there and charge yourself. You know, sit out there, soak up that moon's energy. It's absolutely fantastic. Just sitting outside under the full moon really is really lovely. Just quietly, especially if you live somewhere where you've not got road noise or anything like that. Can't think of anything better, sitting outside just watching the moon and soaking up the energy. Spells, of course, and ritual work on a full moon is absolutely brilliant because it's powerful, and you're getting that energy and bringing that energy down and using it in your works, in your magics. And some of the best diet spells or help with weight loss, or, you know, bad things you're not supposed to do, like smoking and drinking and things like that. Full moon, that's when you should start. For me, start that on a full moon, because that energy from that moon is just potent, and it just brings a whole oomph to the work, you know, to the magic that you're putting out there into the universe. So as I say, lots of things you can do, lots of deities you can work with, moon goddesses. Let's face it, there's many, but to name some, you have, and I never know if I'm pronouncing this right, Yamaya, the sea goddess. You have Artemis, you have Selene, you have Diana, you have Arianrod. I really enjoy working with the Morrigan on a full moon. I enjoy working with the Morrigan on any moon, to be honest, but working with Morrigan for spell work on a full moon is just absolutely fantastic. You could rededicate yourself on a full moon. You could start your journey, if this is like, if you're new to the craft and you're just starting out and this is your first ritual or first casting of a circle, or this could be done on the full moon, and you're just going to have so much power coming through, and it's absolutely amazing. Raising energy on a full moon to me is, there's nothing better. Absolutely love it. So yeah, there's lots of things that you can do on a full moon. You've got moon water. You can put any spell jar outside on a full moon that you're, you know, just to get that extra power in it, you know, whether you're working with graveyard dirts or whether you're working with salts or sands or different dirts. It doesn't have to be graveyard dirt. It could be just your own dirts that you've created. It could be working with negativity, working with, you know, to remove negativity and anything. You know, you put the jar outside and let the full moon come down and power it up. So yeah, doesn't cost anything. Witchcraft on a budget. You might need some spring water and a pinch of sea salt, which you'd have anyway in the kitchen. Let's face it, it doesn't cost anything. Put your tools outside, put yourself outside, you know, set and gather up the rays of the full moon and think about, you know, your journey, what you want to improve, what you want to learn. Is there something new that you want to start studying or being involved with? You know, if you've just started with crystals, you know, go out there and power yourself up, you know, not reinvent yourself, but realign yourself in the full moon, because, you know, sometimes we get in a bit of a witchy rut, don't we? And we're like a bit stagnant, and I myself have been stagnant for a while and miserable and grumpy, and, you know, nothing better than getting out there on the full moon. Even if you live in town, you know, I live next to a busy motorway. It's not peaceful, so that's why when I go to my mum's for ritual, fabulous, no noise. Because she's in the middle of the forest and it's just superb. But I live next to the M25, the motorway, so it's not quiet. But go out there in the moon, especially if you've got a clear night, and, you know, absolutely brilliant. Find yourself a little corner of the garden to hide in. It's really hard where I live because I'm overlooked, but you know what? You have to just deal with it and make the best of what you've got and get out there and soak up some of her rays, because that's power there. Power that can be used in any of your spell works. You know, so crystals that you can use with the full moon. We're looking at selenite, we're looking at quartz, we're looking at black tourmaline. Personally, for myself, labradorite, because I work with the Morrigan and I love working with Morrigan on a full moon and any moon. But labradorite for me because I work with Morrigan. Amethyst for me, because powering up anything, and I would have amethyst because I like to use amethyst for many things, but one of the things is psychic ability, so connecting with deity or with actual spirit, as a separate, you know, connecting with deity, connecting with spirit, as people who have passed, animals who have passed. And I use amethyst to keep that psychic connection, you know, alive and you know, lively, not alive, lively. I like that word, lively. Yeah, so I would use that, you know, and any crystals you enjoy working with, you know, it doesn't have to be what somebody says. So candles, we're looking at, for colours and for candle use, we're looking at white, we're looking at blue, we're looking at yellow, we're looking at silver. Personally, white and silver for me for the full moon, but you know, you could really use whatever you wanted. Of course, that's the lovely thing about being pagan and being a witch, is you can do what you like as long as you're not hurting anybody. You can use whatever colours you like, but they are usually colours that I personally, for myself, I would just, you know, associate with the full moon. Of course, yellow, because the moon does look yellow. That's probably why. Yellow is quite popular, but for myself, it's white and silver, maybe a kind of blue colour. Yeah, so lots of power to be had on a full moon. If you would like a very cheap tip on a book about the, you know, the moon spells and things of that sort, I suggest you buy Moon Magic by Rachel Patterson. It's about £5.80 on eBay. It's a very thin book, but believe me, this book has everything. This is actually my second copy of this book, because the other one, I still have it, but it is absolutely knackered. I mean, it is just hanging where I have looked at it. It's really handy to look through and just pick. Even, I've been doing this, you know, I've been practicing for a really long time now, for years and years, but you don't always remember everything, you know. Sometimes I forget what moon phase we're even in, and luckily there's an app on my phone and I'll flick to, because I forget what I'm doing with work, I mean life, you get busy and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this book's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It tells you everything, all the moon cycles. So you know, you've got 365 days in a year. Of course you get 13 new moons, or 13 full moons. You never get 13, you know, never get the same. Don't get 13 of each, one or the other. And everything in here, brilliant, for a £5. I mean, that's a bargain. So we're adding that in because this is Witchcraft on a budget and it's a bargain. Yeah, there's other books as well. I mean, I have quite a few books about the moon, but I think this is a bargain. It's brilliant. Rachel Patterson's brilliant author. I like all of her books. She's very good. So yeah, just a few little ideas that you can do to you know, as to empower your spells and things like that for working, you know, what to work with on a full moon. There's lots of things you can do, but I do like to get my water out. So get yourself some spring water, get yourself a bowl, pinch of your blessed salt, and if you don't know how to bless salt, look in the playlist and I'll put the link below if I remember, and you can watch the video and get that out and get it out for, you know, it's up to you. You can do it just for the full moon or do it for the whole cycle, and I do full moon to full moon myself and put it up high so the pets don't drink it, and that's it. You've got all your water then for the following month for your magical stuff you want to work on. One thing I also like to do when my water is finished, I like to put it in the bath and to power me up because yeah, I need powering up quite often. You know, life can be a bit of a bugger sometimes, can't it? You know, so you need a bit of oomph. So yeah, sometimes I'll have a splop in the bath, and or in the shower. You can pour a bit over your head and imagine all of the magical power of the moon washing over you, and then, you know, come out feeling revitalised. And I enjoy doing that. You do get the odd leaf floating in the moon water. You have to pick it out, but yeah, it's you know, it's nice. And it's very useful, and obviously we need it for our spell work. So yeah, brilliant. Just a few ideas for the full moon for tomorrow, February the 9th. Hope you have a good full moon. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. Again, I'm getting all my people back from before. There were so many of you before, over 1,000 people, and some of you are coming back. I've had messages and it's so nice. Thank you so much. I'm very humble about it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. See you later on. Bye.